All right, this is part four. I have 17 minutes on my phone. I just went upstairs to check something, obviously. I went upstairs to check something, obviously, quickly. Obviously. Holy shit, Ivan, you're creative. Yeah, I'm very creative, obviously. Hence why I want to plan the whole story with VJ during the 8 months. I'm going to plan everything with her. Okay, VJ, this is my idea for the Curse Achilles plus the Mountains. I'm thinking something like Prince of Egypt. We write those notes down. That way we don't forget. When Tachyon is more mature, I'm thinking something like Passion of Christ when he's mature. When Tachyon finds out who he is, his destiny, he's now more mature, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? He is now more mature. Okay. We write that down. That way we have good ideas. Okay. Takyon's eyes in the book glow blue, whereas in the book his eyes change color. Okay, Ivan, we write that down. That way when we do the board meetings, we're all prepped. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Aratet's eyes glow red in the book. Fool's eyes glow red. In the movie, his pupils change color. They change a reddish color. You see what I'm saying? Aratet has an axe. Fool has an axe. Bo has an axe. Morel has an axe. In the movie, let's have them have swords. You see what I'm saying? In the ancient Gilead City, there's 700 bats. In the movie, we can have them be 1,000 bats. Add a bit more bats in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Ephesus has an axe in the movie. We can have him have a sword. See what I'm saying? I think it's better to have a sword. That way you get better, because you don't get that great coordination fighting with a sword and an axe. That's why Ephesus, I might have him have a sword in the movie instead of an axe. Whereas the bats, you can mix it up. Have some of them have axe. Have some of them have swords. Whereas the main lead villains, obviously, you can have them all have swords. That way you get better action fighting. I know what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. I guarantee you, Peter Jackson will be, hey, Ivan, are you thinking of an African culture? No. If you have an African culture, I was thinking of having an African culture, but if you have an African culture for the Xanians, the movie will have plot holes. It will have, trust me, it goes back to Osiris and Cyrus and the Salvins. If you have an all black Xanian theme, you might hear some noise upstairs. You're looking at a plot hole. Hence why I don't want that. I'll tell people, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you read my book. For the Xanians, I want them to be mixed. The Syrians, Safians, and Xanians, have them all be mixed. Arab, white, Asian, black, doesn't matter. Have them be different colors. As long as you don't have one race, you're fine. You won't have plot holes. You not have them all black, otherwise you will create plot holes in your story. Last thing you want to do is have plot holes in your story. No. Have them all be mixed. And that's why my story will be unique, because I'm a black prince. Ivan is a black prince. Yeah, I'm a black prince, man. Which is unique, as most movies you have princes who are white. See what I'm saying here? Hence, the royal family is all black. Queen Sarah's black. You know what I'm saying? Cassius, Suetonius, Tachyon, Zeal, Furiel, they're all black. Lithius is half black, half white. Because Patrice, I want him to be a white man. So I'll have him be half black, half white. Patrice, you see what I'm saying here? I'll have him be half black and half white. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. I'll have him be half black and half white. Patrice. You see what I'm saying here, guys? Yeah. The scene when Takis crosses the marsh, I could have him fight a creature instead. Nah, I think it's best he doesn't. Because Takis doesn't wield a weapon until he fights a jaguar. So you can create plot holes in the story if you do that, right? Yeah, I won't have him fight a creature, no. Right? Yeah. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. There's not Ivan. How much things are going to change in your book? I don't know. For example, the scene when Tactius, I don't want to spoil the story for you. The dungeon scene, I might have that be more. I might have that be more dramatic. Remember the trial in Passion of Christ. I'm thinking something like that for the dungeon scene. I can do that. Make it more dramatic for the movie if you want. So you see what I'm saying? So even though I'm going to follow the story, I'm going to add some scenes to make it more dramatic. I don't want to spoil the story for you. I want to add some scenes to make it more dramatic. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. Like the scene when the Safians journey through the cursed Western Gilead Mountains, not all of them have torches. Whereas in the movie, I'm gonna have all of them carry torches. That's looking an amazing movie. Yeah, you can see what I'm saying. Yeah, you have all you. So imagine you have, I don't know, Tactius, his cousins, the Southerns, obviously in Volume 2, obviously all of them. They journey and the 5,000 Safians. They journey through Ephesus territory through the cursed Western Gilead Mountains. They all have torches and they're scared. And you have the big mosquitoes biting them. And then later on, they fight the Jaguars and they go in through that cave, that cavern. It's a big city, obviously, and then you have all these multiple rooms. They camp there. They camp in the city. Yeah, you look at something amazing. Yeah. Yeah, you pause on the screen, you look at something amazing. Yeah, you look at something amazing. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. I'll have Papyri have a beard too. So Von Joji, I want him to have a beard in the movie too. I want him to have a beard to make him look older. Because Papyri is like 28 years old, right? I don't want a Von Joji not have. I want him having a beard too. Hey, look, man, I want a Von Joji having a beard. That way he looks more mature in the movie. You're gonna see how more mature he looks. I'm like, oh my god, he's perfect for Papyri. Yeah, I chose the perfect people. He reminds me of one of Jesus' disciples. Yeah, in the movie. Yeah, I chose the perfect actors. Yeah, he's perfect for Papyri. Yeah, I want Papyri to have a beard. And I want Tacitonians to have a beard too. So the actor for Tacitonians will look a little older. He'll have a beard. Yeah, I want John Boyega having a beard. Put a fake beard on his face. I want him having a fake beard. You see what I'm saying? I want him having a fake beard. Obviously. You see what I'm saying? I want him having a fake beard. Obviously. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna plan Ivan. We need VJ Sweetie. I saved you. Yeah, Ivan, don't worry, I'll help you. Yes, sweetie, I fucking saved your ass. You can see me now. Please help me, Ivan. I'll help you. And what we'll do is, okay, VJ. Let's go over. I don't know. Let's go over 5 pages a day, and we can discuss the changes that should be made for the movie. And we write it all down. We write it all down, and we hire someone to type it for us. You know what I'm saying? We hire someone to type for us on the laptop. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That way, we study it, and we also have to study the Fellowship of the Ring script. So even though me and VJ are going to be on our vacation, we're going to be hard at work. Well, we slack work. We're hard at work planning the Last of Roseanne's movie and studying that Fellowship of the Ring script. That way I am not lost when I write my script. That way I know what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? That way I know what I am doing, obviously. But basically, I'm going to be following the book pretty much. So it won't be hard for me to write the script. Ivan, all we have to do is just follow the book and we'll be fine. Yeah, all we have to do is just follow the book. Make some minor changes. We're probably going to make, 5% changes in my movies, 10%. 5% changes I'll make in my movie. For example, the Eagles don't only talk to Tactius one time in the book, whereas in the movie, I'm going to have the Eagles talk to Tactius a lot in young Tactius. They tell Tactius and them stories and all that stuff. Tactius tells them, hey, I'll tell me stories. And the Eagles tell Tactius Tacitonian stories when they're kids. You can do that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, whereas in the books, they only talk to Tactius one time. You see what I'm saying? You can add more scenes with the crows if you want. The crows are minor characters in the book. Add some more scenes with the crows, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. In the book, Francis, Cleo, and Sebastian only have that one scene when they meet Cassius and the 50 men, Tacitonians, all of them. Whereas in the movie, I'll add more scenes about the landmarkings. Ivan, what's the landmarks? You'll see what I mean when you read the book. Obviously, you have something called the landmarkings. Eretat did not touch the lands until Tactius' birth. Until the moment Tactius is born, that's when Eretat decided to touch the lands. You'll see. Ivan. I was just saying because Barak is about a day's journey from all these lands. So it's far, far away, obviously. But for thousands of years, the wolves had not touched the lands. They've killed humans over the years when they see them, obviously, crossing their territory, but they did not touch the land. You see what I'm saying here? It goes back to Osiris and Sapphias, the immunity. I almost spoke story for you. It goes back to the Osiris and Sapphias generation. But it's not until Tactius is born, the Blessed Hope, that is when he decides to touch the lands. Because Tactius is special, obviously. Yeah, he's special, obviously. That's how much the wolves hate Tactius. You see what I'm saying? The wolves hate Tactius so much the moment he is born, the moment Tactius was born, the ancestors of the South, I won't spoil the story with Eretat and all, they're all bent on killing him. They want him dead. You see what I'm saying? Eretat wants what? He wants Tactius dead. That's pretty much Eretat's purpose. He wants Tactius dead, pretty much. When you read the book of Suda, I mean, he hates Tactius. He has an immense hatred of Tactius. I don't want to spoil the story for you. They all want him dead, man. And all the devil beings hate him with immense. They hate the humans, obviously. They hate the humans a lot, but they really, really hate Tactius. They don't like him, obviously. Just like the ancestors of the North hate the demonic beings too, and you know what I'm saying, and they hate Eretat with passion, but they love Tactius. I won't supposed to the northern gods, the what? I don't want to spoil the story. The ancestors of the North. I'm spoiling the story for you too much. The ancestors of the North, they what? They obviously they love Tactius, obviously. That's all I'm gonna say. Obviously, whereas the ancestors of the South, they hate Tactius. And the ancestors of the South love Eretat and they love Ephesus. Why? Oh, I don't want to spoil stuff for you. See what I mean when you read the book. Ivan, shut up. Yeah, I'll stop. I won't. I'm spoiling a little bit for you. I don't want to spoil it for you. All I'm going to say is that the ancestors of the South are what? They love Tactius, obviously. And the ancestors of the South hate Tactius, and the ancestors of the North love Tactius. Why they love him, I don't want to spoil stuff. You'll find what I mean when you read the book. That's why you get biblical symbolism with Jesus and the devil, obviously. So the ancestors of the South, they love Eretat and Faful, obviously, and they love Ephesus, but they hate Tactius and they hate the humans. Whereas the ancestors of the North, they hate the wolves, obviously, and the bats, hence and the bats, obviously, and they hate what? They hate Eretat and they hate Faful and they hate Ephesus because they're devil beings, obviously, and they love Tactius. Why I love Tactius, I don't want to spoil the story for you, obviously. And the South is cursed. Remember that the South is cursed and the North is holy. The North is holy terrain. Hence why you're looking at a masterpiece that I wrote. You see what I'm saying? All right, you're looking at a masterpiece. I will start you, Ivan. Yeah, I'll shut up. I don't want to spoil the story for you. I didn't really spoil it for you, as you guys still don't know the story, but you're looking at a masterpiece that I wrote. Oh, Ivan, your book sounds amazing. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece, man. Yeah. Remember that all the beings in the South are cursed except for the Southerns. The Southerns are not cursed. They live in the South, obviously, but they're not cursed because they're humans. I hope you guys understand. So, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. The animals and all of them are cursed in the South except for what? The atmosphere, the sky, everything cursed except for what? The humans living there. You see what I'm saying? And the animals in the farmland of Cyrus are not cursed animals. They're normal animals. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whereas the animals in the wild are cursed. The stags, the wild crows, ravens are all cursed, man. The snakes, all cursed. Eretat, his son Faful, they're all cursed. They're all devils. Whereas the humans are not cursed, obviously. See what I'm saying? And the North is holy. The North is holy terrain. It is holy. Remember that the North is holy terrain. And the South is cursed. You see what I'm saying here? Yep. Yeah. Hence why, if you apply, even Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson, Ivan, if you apply this story onto the big screen, you're looking at a masterpiece. Yeah, you're looking at a masterpiece. And I also have to hire the perfect kid actor too to play young Tactius and young Tacitonius. Yeah, I want the kid actor to be dark, to have dark skin, obviously like me, and he has dreads too. He has to have dreads. You can either have him have dreads, or you can have the hair designers put dreads on him. It doesn't matter, but he has to be black, obviously. And the actor for Tacitonius has to be what? He has to kind of look like. I want an actor that kind of looks like John Boyega. Because if you're playing the younger John Boyega in the young Tactius chapter, and I want a younger actor who looks like me to play the role of young Tactius, obviously. Because young Tactius is about the life of young Tacitonius, and young Tactius trained in his Zane arts with Marimus and Cassius. You also have Queen Sarah. You know what I'm saying? And Tactius has never been outside the walls. Tacitonius has never been outside the walls, and he's curious. That when he leaves the walls, towards the half volume through, that kicks off the story, obviously. That's why looking at a masterpiece that I wrote, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Holy shit, yeah. I don't want to spoil you. All I'm going to say is you have the ancestors of the North who are holy, and you have the ancestors of the South who are cursed devils. And the South is cursed, and the North is holy. They're both powerful. All those beings are very, very powerful beings, obviously. And the South is cursed. And the value of the blood value is the bridge between the North and the South. So once you pass the valley from the south, you are now in the north. Different atmosphere, different what environment. It's cursed. Obviously, whereas the north from the south, once you pass the south from the north, once you pass, once you go through the valley from the south, you are now in the north. And the north is holy terrain. There's a scene when the southern see the north. I almost supposed to. They all jump. They're all dancing and jumping for joy because they've never been to the north before. Because the road through the north is dangerous, and the north is holy. Yeah, I don't want to spoil the story. They're all jumping for joy. Because the Southerners have never been to the north. Most of them have never been to the north. Some of them have been to the north, obviously, when they deliver weapons, but most of them have never been to the north. Because the road to the north is dangerous. It's a dangerous path, yeah, man. Obviously, it's a dangerous. Hence why I wrote a masterpiece, yeah, man. Yeah. Hence why I want Peter Jackson, Omar Gibson, whoever's hard, I want them going over the directing notes, co-writing it with me, doing the concept arts with me, obviously, and taking the directing notes, help me out with the business calls that way, and starting their notes that way. You get a good movie and they don't wing it. That way you don't get something messy like that Hobbit series. I'm gonna tell Peter, look, man, I don't want something messy to happen like your Hobbit series. You need to be well prepped before production. Yeah, I get it. No, Peter, please, I'm paying a lot of money. I don't want anyone ruining my masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? I get yes. So, anyways, if for this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for another video. I might make another video maybe late tonight, midnight. So you're looking at, I don't know, 3 video marathon today. So, Ivan Amer, I am signing out. Peace.